Hello all and welcome back. Before we get stuck into the very last Forzathon of 2024, I would like to start by saying I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas day and are enjoying your holiday period. However, we do need to get through the very last Forzathon of the year, so without further ado, let's get stuck into it. So this week's one, called Super Cooper, wants you to own and drive the 2012 Mini John Cooper Works GP to complete all of the challenges with. So without further ado, we'll get stuck in. Now this is the car in question and it will set you back 38,000 credits from the auto show if you do not own it already. Now I have created a tune for you guys to use. It's called Forzathon. The share code is 116961 and hopefully this should help you out. Now the first challenge here is super easy and it just wants you to drive 5 miles in your Mini. So to do this, we're just going to hit the highway and just go flat out until you see the challenge complete. Now you can keep track of how far you've done by either going into the pause menu or just by having a look at the speedometer in the car. That will keep track. However, sometimes challenges like this you can do slightly less than 5 miles or slightly more and it will complete. It's a little bit weird, but it won't take you too long. Now the next challenge here wants you to earn 2 stars or more at the Swapland Speedtrap. So in order to do this, you definitely will want a tune. Now the Speedtrap is located in the bottom right hand side of the map. 2 stars on here is only 110 mile an hour, which is super easy to achieve with a tuned Cooper. 3 stars is achievable, however we're not going to bother going for it. Now in order to get 2 stars, it doesn't really matter too much which side you come from. I decided to come from the north side of the Speedtrap as I think it's probably the smoothest way to maintain a higher speed around these smaller bends before hitting the Speedtrap. As you can see here, we smashed the 2-star target and that's all we really needed to do. Now moving on to the last one here, it just wants you to beat any rival's ghost, which again is quite easy to do. So to do this, you're going to head over to the online tab and then down to the rivals. From there you want to select Horizon Rivals. Now here you can select any category of racing. It all depends on what your favourite race is. I went for road racing because the Arch of Mulhay circuit is the one that I prefer. You can pick whichever race you want, it really does not matter. Now you're going to want to pick the class that your Mini Cooper is in, so mine's S1, and as you can see there, it's already picked me out at Rivals, my good friend M Dole's fans. However, I'm going to change that because I don't think I can beat that target. So by pressing Y and then going through the various filters by pressing X, I found a couple of people who are a lot slower in S1 class, as you can see here. Now for reference, using this Mini with this tune, it took me 1 minute and 1 second to go around this specific race. So I then knew that this target of time of 1 minute 13 was going to be super easy to beat. Now the good thing about this is you don't have to complete this all in your first lap. As you can see here, I got quite lucky and managed to overtake the Ghost rival pretty quickly on into the race. However, if you don't succeed, you can always start a second lap and obviously you basically create that as a hot lap because you're already flying past the finish line at that point. So you'll get a bit of a jump and a bit of a head start. Whereas doing it this way, you might not always win first time. As you can see there, it took me 1 minute and 1 second, going pretty quickly around there with that tune. So I'd say that's a good sort of time to base yours off. So if someone's a lot slower than that, they're probably a good option to race against. Now that will be the final challenge and the final Forzathon of 2024, so I hope that this guide did help you out. If it did and you're new to the channel, I'd very much appreciate if you could subscribe, and dropping a like massively helps me out as well. But apart from that folks, I want to wish you all a very happy new year. Make sure you stay safe and take care.